talk of the table and a few stories, big talkers today, and we're going to start off in New York City in a new push to allow, listen carefully, non-citizens to vote in municipal elections. If it goes through, New York would be the 8th place in the country that actually allows it. And let's be clear, guys, we're talking about voting for the mayor, voting for any of the citywide offices, just nothing federal or statewide. You okay, Dom, with somebody who's a non-citizen voting in an election?
I just don't see this happening. I just see this as some kooky council member, maybe the speaker, who's putting forth their far-left ideas. Go ask Elliot Spitzer if this is a good idea. Remember what happened to him when he wanted to do the licenses for immigrants? This is never going to happen. This is some council member
how about this?
or some cocky idea.
7 other cities have this right now. Would you be comfortable? Forget about if it's cocky maybe or not. Would you believe in the premise of a non-citizen but a resident of the city voting in an election?
No, I think that legal residents should be the only ones that vote.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with Dominic. The only other, if you wanted to stretch the law a little bit, say people from New Jersey could vote, who they travel into the city every day to work.
There's a joke there somewhere that I'm not going to go to, right? Yeah.
I don't know. This makes no sense. I agree with Dominic. This is out there in left field, literally.
I get the push. I understand it. They're residents of the city. They should have some say in determining who runs the city. Having said that, I think it's a right and responsibility of being a citizen. I think it should be for citizens only.
Yeah, this one, I expected there might be somebody. I thought you might have gone this far here.
Why? Really?
Yeah. Oh, you like to debate today?
No one took the bait.
No, you can't. I didn't have a problem with the licenses. I didn't have a problem with the licenses because they're going to drive anyway. Right. And you think you get in an accident here on the FDR or something, they're just going to get out of the car and run. I want somebody paying, somebody having insurance to pay for my car. So I got the licenses, but the voting, not so much. All right. And again, you at home, agree or disagree with us. We're on the same page on this one, but go to Facebook and Twitter and answer our question today. Should New York City allow non-citizens the right to vote in municipal elections? Okay, now let's stay in New York, but go up to the Hudson Valley. Pine Bush High School, it has just apologized. That's after it got criticized for allowing a student to say the Pledge of Allegiance in Arabic. And let me give you a little context to this. The school's foreign language department, they arranged to have the pledge read in a different language each day for a week. When Arabic's turn came up, well, some people freaked out. Okay. Who was wrong? Were they wrong to apologize, Dom, for doing what was a language project, or were they wrong in the first place for doing the Pledge of Allegiance in Arabic?
They're in different languages. I really feel that the Pledge of Allegiance.
Well, they didn't freak out over other stuff. They freaked out over in Arabic.
Right. I can understand. I mean, I can understand. It may sound as a bit racist to some, but I think it should be said in American. Call me old-fashioned, call me whatever. I just think it should be said, and it should be said in American.
If they do all the languages, look, I'm okay with it. Yeah, if it's fun, you say it in Spanish and French, you say it in Arabic, you say it in other languages. What the heck? Is it really? Is this a hanging offense? I don't know. I think this is one of those that I understand why people would be upset. If I were an administrator in the school, maybe I wouldn't have even started and opened this can of worms. But on the other hand, there
you go.
I agree that at public events, English is the way we should be saying the pledge. However, there are fun ways of teaching kids different things, and maybe this is just one of them.
I got a minute. I saw the headline first, and I was like, oh, what was this administrator doing? But if, and I don't know if this was exact breakout, but if Monday they're doing it in Spanish, and Tuesday they're doing it in French, and then when... it does seem a little interesting that the one day there's a freak out is all of a sudden somebody is...
And I wonder why. Because Arabic has been associated with some bad elements, and all of a sudden... as much as we say it's Islamic fundamentalists, it's not all Muslims, but now apparently it's anybody who speaks Arabic, and the school has to apologize. First of all, shame on the school for apologizing. Second of all, this is the kind of problem... we wonder sometimes why the whole world seems to hate us. It's because we put our heads in the sand on stuff like this. Not only do we not want to know what they're thinking, we don't want to even hear the language because that's foreign talk, and that's going to be anti-American.
We're
that's
hypocrites,
garbage.
Really. It's more of a hypocritical thing that we do is, we say there are these freedoms. We say that there's this, kind of especially in New York, progressive state, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of kids in a way to learn languages or to understand languages better, and maybe to learn a little tolerance to other languages when they hear them out, because New York is certainly a melting pot. And then all of a sudden, we just, we slap the hand of the school that's creating this, permitting
The
this.
administrator should have never opened that door.
And I also think never should apologize. Now, let's go back circa 20-something years ago on the island, and just imagine Brad Gerstman. What were you rocking? An IROC? What you had there?
Well,
top down here?
Well, it was a Firebird, and I also, I had an IROC.
Okay, there you go.
I had one step lower than
It's leading me somewhere.
I had both at different
This
times.
idea of the self-driving car, you've seen it in the movies. Well, it's a reality now, or at least it soon will be. This Audi that you're seeing left San Francisco yesterday, and it's supposed to travel all the way to New York City. And get this, the guy, he's just luggage in the front seat here. This thing's driverless. It will take 8 days. It will navigate itself. It will stop. It will brake. It will go. It will turn.
Will it stop
all
for gas?
automatically. Pardon me?
Will it stop for gas?
I think that's a very good question. Thanks for that. All right. Question is, this freaked me out. Like, first of all, one car. I want to drive my own car.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it didn't have T-tops.
Yeah.
That's what freaked you out. That's what freaked me out.
Would you be comfortable in a driverless car?
At some point, I believe we'll all have to get used to this, because it seems as though there's not going to be a problem with these things. It's got sensors everywhere. It knows what's coming. It sees it. I mean, it's not brain surgery to drive. You see all kinds of people in this country driving very well, and that's scary. Some of them can't even spell their own names, and they're driving fine.
By the way, Dominic, I know you think robots are taking over the world anyway, but do you got a problem with this? Or no?
I have a tremendous problem with this. and I want to know what happens when the rocket scientist that's just standing there in the car, what happens when he falls asleep because he's doing nothing and taking a nap? And what if something goes wrong?
What if he's banged up?
Right, I mean,
what if he's got a couple
So,
ladies behind
I mean,
the wheel?
I'm all with technology, even though I've just come on board with Twitter, and now they're telling me they got something that records you live or whatever, like you're on live television, like this show. I have a tremendous problem with this. I don't think it's safe.
You're an anti-technology guy.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little old-fashioned.
Oh, he seriously thinks the
Wait till the
robots are out
Apple
to
car.
get us.
When the Apple car comes out, you'll be driving.
And before you opine, Andrew, we saw this scene in Sugarbush over the weekend where the ski lift went haywire here and people getting thrown out of the thing, whatever. There's no such thing as foolproof technology. You still comfortable with the idea?
Yeah, I think I would be. I have a feeling that the Audi that's driving without a driver right now has probably been inspected a little more closely and had a little more work done than this ski lift has had in recent years. I mean,
I don't know.
You know what the finances are of ski lodges. They probably try to spend as little as possible. Yeah, I think this is sort of the way things are going, and let's be honest, it'll probably be an improvement over the way some people are driving. Look, I've been in some New York City cabs that looked like they had no drivers, so we managed to get from point A to point B.
All right.
What do you think, Richard?
It freaks me out a little bit. I got to tell you, it freaks me out. Although I got a
Welcome
teenager
to
who'll be
tomorrow,
driving soon, I
gentlemen.
probably would want one of those things. But yeah,
right.
yeah, exactly. All right, when we come back, the new book that gives